Hello everyone, I'm Zeynep Tek. Let's start the presentation. In this study, my goal was to understand why some countries develop rapidly while others lag behind. Using the World Bank's World Development Indicators dataset, I analyzed countries' performance across education, health, infrastructure, environment, and governance dimensions. Missing data were completed directly through the World Bank API, allowing me to build a consistent long-form panel dataset with one row per country and year. To measure economic growth, I used the 10-year average growth rate of GDP per capita. Based on this metric, I classify countries into groups: the top 20% fastest growing economies and the bottom 20% slowest. To capture the lag effects, I applied a 2-year lag analysis, which helped identify more reliable causal relationship between development indicators and growth. The results show that countries with higher education, health, and governance quality tend to grow faster, while those with stronger infrastructure and environmental sustainability achieve more balanced and lasting economic process. On this slide, we compare the impact of war on education and economic development. As you can see in the UNESCO chart, higher education enrollment is very high in developed countries like Australia and United States and Finland, but extremely low in low-income countries such as Mali, Chad, and Niger. The FDI chart below shows the same trend even more clearly. Peaceful countries like Ireland, Switzerland, and Singapore have both high education rates and strong economies, while conflict-affected countries like Afghanistan, Yemen, and Pakistan remain at the bottom. This pattern is especially clear among poor nations. Countries like Russia and Serbia, which are relatively stable, rank higher, while Pakistan, Mali, and Somalia fall to the lowest levels. In short, education and income rise together, but war weakens this relationship. War doesn't only harm the present, it limits education and the potential for future development. These charts clearly show the relationship between economic development and health. In the top chart, we see that as income per capita increases, life expectancy rises. For example, in high-income countries like Japan and Norway, people live over 18 years, while in low-income countries such as Niger and Chad, life expectancy remains below 50. The lower chart shows the opposite pattern. As income decreases, child mortality rises sharply. This means economic insufficiency directly leads to health losses. On the right, the correlation chart summarizes these patterns. GDP is positively related to life expectancy and negatively related to infant and maternal mortality. In conclusion, higher income improves health, and better health in turn accelerates economic growth. These three charts reveal how economic growth affects the environment. In the first chart, we see that as income increases, production and energy use rise, leading to higher carbon emissions. The second chart showed that in many high-income countries, the share of renewable energy actually decreases. For example, Qatar and Saudi Arabia have high incomes but rely mostly on fossil fuels. The third chart illustrates how rapid growth can cause deforestation. Yet countries like Finland and Sweden manage to balance development with environmental protection. In short, growth without harmony with nature is not sustainable. True development means growing while protecting the planet. On this slide, we see the link between data regularly and economic development. The first chart shows the countries like Finland and Luxembourg, with strong birth and death resignation systems, have higher incomes, while Afghanistan and Yemen, with weaker systems, remain in the low-income group. So, as data regularly improves, development increases. The second chart shows when water withdrawal data was last updated. In low-income countries, data is often old or missing, while developed countries keep it up to date. In short, a nation's ability to produce and maintain data grows hand in hand with its level of development. On this slide, we compare data from two sources, AFDI and UNESCO, to show income differences across regions. According to World Bank data in 2024, North America and Europe have the highest income per capita, while South Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa remain the lowest. The UNESCO chart on the right confirms the same pattern. Global income inequality persists even across different data sources. In conclusion, without process in education, health, infrastructure, environment, and governance, sustainable development is not possible. Thank you for listening.